Hi, welcome to the 140 Corvair Buggy channel. I'm here to give you an update. 2 weeks ago, I went ahead and made a channel and a video for you, and I'm going to be giving you updates. So if you know any Corvair people, wherever you live, you can call them across the United States and let them know that we have a channel. I am actually working with the San Diego Corvair Club with Bruce, excuse me, Bruce St. Jean down there. And we'll be also getting with Corsa, the Corvair Society of America, on a Zoom call in the near future. And I'll be able to report to you at that time the things that are happening to prepare for the San Diego Corvair Convention, July 27th through the 31st, 2021, in beautiful San Diego. The reason I say beautiful is because I grew up there, and I have moved up into Utah a couple years ago and am still a member of the San Diego Corvair Club. And I really want to get the information out, make this a wonderful venue for years to come as we put this together. There are a couple things that I want to talk to you about. So I'm going to give you a technical tip here. So as you're pulling your Corvair valve covers off, here's a valve cover. It's kind of old. As you pull that off, and you are going to maybe reseal it, put a new gasket on it. It may be leaking, or maybe you're even going in and doing the O-rings. As you finish that, if you have done O-rings, now you have to put the rocker arms back on. Once you have the rocker arms on, you're going to have to adjust those. And you can do that with a feeler gauge, and then of course go ahead and put your valve cover back on. But if you really want to go a little bit further, you can do that feeler gauge on it, and then you may have a few rattles in there. If you do, then you take an item such as this. This is a valve cover that has been cut down. It normally looks like that. It fits right on to the head, and then you can start your engine. You have to seal it on the back side here. You have to go ahead and seal it. You can see that there's a little bit of sealant on there. I'll have to take that off, reseal it, put it back on with bolts, and then bolt it up. And then you can turn your engine on, and all of the oil that's coming from your push rods goes down. It doesn't come out. So now you can go ahead and adjust those valves. This is a great tool. If you are rebuilding Corvair motors, it's a great tool to have. I've used it numerous times, and I love it because if somebody has a rattle and you have these around in their valve train, you can just go ahead and pull the valve cover off, put this on, and adjust both sides. So you can go back through and you can figure out how to do that. Some people like to get it so it stops rattling, and then or open it to where each valve rattles, and then you get it to the point where it doesn't rattle, and then turn it either a half turn or 3/4 of a turn. You can look that up and figure that out, what your preference would be. So that's the tip for today. I hope that helps some of you out there. If you do have a little bit of a rattle, go ahead and maybe invest in, or have somebody give you a set of valve covers that you can cut. So you can actually make two out of these. On the back side, if you look, there's a line in there. There'll be a line in there that you can see right here, and that's where you cut them out. You just cut, and this centerpiece you get rid of. So you now have two. So that's kind of an interesting way to do it. I know a lot of people, in the beginning when I started doing it back in the 60s, I was underneath the car, start the engine up, and it's got oil coming everywhere. And I'm trying to mop it up, or I've got a couple towels down there, or paper towels, or whatever. This is a much better way to do it. So that's the tip for the day. I'd also like to do a shout out to Scott Howie at Flat6graphics.com. Uh, I went to a couple fan belt tosses down in Palm Springs. I met him there, and he's out of the high desert there. He does great work. Go on his site. That's flat6graphics.com. Also, Let's Talk Dubs with Bill T. Go on his site. He's got a really, really good site. So now let me update you on some of the things that are happening. First, as I got a hold of my car club here in Utah, the Bonneville Corvair Car Club, we found that we needed to have a Zoom meeting. So the secretary and I will be putting together a Zoom meeting. Having said that, I've gone into other car clubs and mentioned to them a Zoom meeting instead of an at person or at meeting together. They can Zoom, they can talk about things and keep their car club going. So if that's something that, if you're in California and you can't meet, or some other state, then get a Zoom meeting. Is extremely easy to do. You get on Zoom, you are the host of it. You don't have to do a whole bunch of really cool things. All you have to do is become the host. Then you put that Zoom meeting out there with an ID number to get into it, and people can come into it. Now you may have to invite them in, but you'll learn as you're going. So anybody in your car club can do this. In San Diego, there's a guy that's extremely talented on IT. He could put that together. If Bruce St. Jean needs to do that, then he can do that. I would, as you're doing that, I would also let your people know in your car club about this channel, 140 Corvair Buggy, on YouTube, and you'll be able to find updates as we're getting closer. So we have about 6 months to go before the event happens, and I want you to maybe kind of get a little excited about it right now, because it's going to be a really cool event. We have a lot of vendors that are coming into San Diego. Corsa, Corvair Society of America, is the one actually putting it on, so they are supporting the San Diego Corvair Club really heavily. Also, I'd like to do a shout out to Matt Recovery in St. George. He's got a great video right now of his Lakewood coming back from Vegas, where it was painted into St. George on his wrecker, and they're going to start doing some final things on it. It's a 4x4 Corsa wagon. Now, having said that, he had that laying around. They were stripping it down, doing things with other Corvairs, as you probably have done, where you take and strip things down, and then you find out that you have a car sitting there. Well, that's what he had. He didn't want to crush it, so he went out and he is putting it back together. He does need some parts. So if you know of anybody that has some station wagon parts, I think he said he needed some doors or something. He just needs something when I talked to him last. And then in talking with someone this week, we were talking about the convention. Actually, it was Scott Howie. And he told me that the Town and Country hotel where this event is going to be held in Mission Valley on July 27th through the 31st is not accepting reservations right now. So you might want to call them, get on their wait list if you are going to attend. That would be great if you could. The more people we can get there, the bigger the event will be. And in the past, they have been really pretty nice events to go to. It's going to be a great week of Corvairs. We have a lot of technicians that are coming in and talking. And that brings me to another point, Star Cook. If you have never heard of Star Cook, you need to find him and get to know him. Star Cook, Starr, and then Cook, Cooke. He is an engine builder. He has parts, a huge set of parts. He's out of San Diego. You can find him on eBay if you go on there. So if you are looking for a part for your car or an engine part and you can't find it you just go onto eBay and you'll click down, and when you see one of his parts, click into his store. You don't have to just go, oh, I need a distributor cam gear at the bottom, that kind of thing. You just go in there, and then if you can't find it, he has a number there that you can call or you can email him. So Star Cook is an amazing person to know if you're doing engine work, and he will probably be at the convention. I'm actually hoping that he will be a presenter there and can present some ideas and maybe some techniques that he does on the engines that he builds. So I want to give another shout out and let you know that as we move forward towards this, we are going to set up a giveaway to where when you come to the event, now you have to come to the event because we're not going to mail things all over the United States, but if you come to the event and this giveaway, we will present you with things the closer we get, some items that you're really going to want. I've been working on that, and we have some purveyors that want their name out there and they want to be known. There are some large groups of people that we can get that will help us. Corvairs are the people that are actually the technicians are a dying breed. So we need to get some younger folks, younger people involved in it. I know some of the clubs are doing that. I know up here in Bonneville, we have one. In San Diego, there is one. They're both 17 years old or 18 years old building Corvairs. So I want to let you know that giveaway will be coming. You just need to keep checking back in, and we'll have some really cool parts for you. And those will be, and we'll probably give them out and recognize the people that come up. So look forward to the next update that I will be doing in 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks from now. It goes so fast. I have been doing Zoom calls. I have been watching Corvair videos, and it's pretty amazing. Last week, I had a lot of hours in that I didn't realize I was going to have. This channel is, and the preparation for the channel and future videos, I'm constantly picking up information, talking to people. The other thing that you can do is when you come to this event, whether you're coming from back east, we will have a lot of people from back east. You need to bring some of your stuff that you might want to sell there. I think it's going to be a fun time. I think you're going to have a wonderful time meeting and rubbing shoulders. Not that you haven't never done that. I know a lot of you have, and I look forward to seeing you there. Now, having said all that, back in 1978, San Diego was the site or the host for the 1978 Corvair Convention. I actually had an opportunity to be part of the Corvair Club at that time in San Diego, and I participated in that car venue, that big convention that we had. This is the first year that it has come back. So let's make it a good one. Again, July 27th through the 31st. And real quick, there will be a Corvair Club meeting on the harbor on a big grassy area on the Saturday after it. So just so you know that. So look forward to having you come back. 140 Corvair Buggy is the channel, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you.